Boxing Mind TV. Like, comment, subscribe. We going with another one. I wanted to talk about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, man. These brothers are some highly confident brothers, man. But they're very quiet. They're some quiet soldiers, man. Quiet soldiers, man. They are something else, man. I can't wait for these two guys to actually fight each other, man. But the reason why I'm coming up here talking about it right now is because I'm pretty sure everybody's probably watched it by now. The two interviews they had on Breakfast Club, back to back. Then the first one was Terrence Crawford was on Breakfast Club. Then the next day was Errol Spence, and they both was asked by each other. You know what I'm saying? And they both believe they could win the fight when the fight comes. Terrence Crawford, he says, he's looking at Errol Spence. He's one of the best in the division, and that they would have to fight. There can only be one king, and which is true, But I like his attitude, and he believes he can win the fight because Charlemagne said that he believed Errol Spence will win the fight, and then Terrence Crawford was like, well, I respect it, but after the fight, I'm gonna ask you what happened, So they did say real calm and collective, man. Just cool with it, just like. We'll see, man, but he's real confident. These guys are real confident skills, and Errol Spence the same, man. And he know the fight could happen, but he just, they have to clean his side of the court first. He had to take care of the Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter fight, and if Keith Thurman comes back and he wants to fight him. We'll see. See if Errol Spence can collect that belt before he fights Terrence Crawford. But Errol Spence believes the same way too, and he's real humble about it and confident about it that that he could beat Terrence Crawford. They asked him about. I know a lot of people might say he said Charlemagne asked him a question about skill wise. He said Terrence Crawford probably has the most skills. I think Errol Spence basically came back and said his skills is, underrated, but he has skills too. I mean, he said the only thing Terrence Crawford probably has that's better than him is that he's a switch hitter, which is mean that he can switch positions and switch the dominant hand and fight well off of either side, either southpaw or unorthodox, So either way, but he says he doesn't have to do all that. He can just, walk down his opponent and beat him up, and that's his style, They all both of them got different styles, but we'll just have to see. He admits that, Terrence Crawford is a good body puncher too. He could throw some punches in different angles, and but Errol Spence said he believes he could do it. He could do the same thing. So, it's not a matter, if he thinks Crawford is better than him, but he feel like he has skills, but he won't beat him. But I just love these guys, man. I support both of these guys fully, man. I want these guys to be successful in their careers, man, because they are so great, right now coming up, the way they're coming up, and just they seem like the guys that really eat, sleep, and just nothing about, just all about boxing right now. They don't stay out the gym for too long. They go back in after 2 or 3 weeks after they fight and go train. They continue to work on their craft day in and day out. And what can you expect, man? Especially as a fan of these fighters, what can you expect? They're giving it their all. So when they go fight, that they gave it their all, and you can't be mad or too disappointed in them for losing if they do lose, because they gave it their all. They put their heart and soul into it. But these guys are something to watch, and they both put on back-to-back great performances. Watching Terrence Crawford first, then watching Errol Spence the next week was perfect to me, marketing wise, to market the fight, you know, and bring some attention to the potential matchup of these two juggernauts. So it's gonna be epic when they do fight. Hopefully no one derails it, but if somebody derails they fight, as far as if somebody end up beating either one of them, or promoters try to stop the fight, hopefully that doesn't happen. But we'll have to see how this matchup unravels. But it's great seeing it right now in its beginning stages. But that's all I got. Boxing Mind TV. Give me your thoughts, your comments on the bottom of the video, and just like, comment, subscribe if you like what you're hearing. Anything you want to say, whatever, it doesn't really matter, but I appreciate it all. So that's all I got. Boxing Mind TV, and we out.